What you see in front of you is a family picture, the Islamic Summit Conference held in 1974, hosted by Pakistan in Lahore. It came to be known as the Lahore Summit. It was extraordinary, called to discuss the Middle Eastern situation in the wake of Arab-Israeli war and the oil embargo imposed by the Arabs.
But the Arabs made an economic power play. As punishment for this country's support of Israel, 11 Arab countries cut off all oil shipments to the United States.
We are heading toward the most acute shortages of energy since World War II.
With the oil embargo, an existing gasoline shortage became worse. Heating oil also was in short supply.
It's time to buy plenty of sweaters. It may get a little cold this winter.
It was attended by the heads of state, ministers and dignitaries from Muslim countries all over the world. Some of the participants were from Afghanistan, Algeria, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, Somalia, Turkey, Palestine, and many other sovereign nations. The visiting delegations were warmly welcomed by the people of Lahore. The summit was opened by the recognition of Bangladesh by Bhutto. It made India realize that the Islamic family is loving and forgiving. The summit recognized Palestine as an independent state.
I am sorry to say that your mass media, the Western mass media, always beside the Israelis. Your baby in this area.
And also sent a message to the world that Muslim resources on the planet are important, especially the oil. This summit is important because it was the only major summit in modern history to get the Islamic world together, yes, Iran and Saudi Arabia, and also send a strong message out there to the planet that Jerusalem is also our holy city and it deserves respect.
Possible and possibilities. And finally, I ask the leaders of the region, political and religious, Israeli and Palestinian, Jewish and Christian and Muslim, to join us in the noble quest for lasting peace. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Israel. God bless the Palestinians, and God bless the United States. The United States. The United States.
It started from Shah Faisal of Saudi Arabia on the 25th of March 1975, just about a year after this summit in Lahore. Shah Faisal was hosting a delegation from Kuwait, in which one of his half-brothers was also present. He was the brother of another of Shah's half-brother, Prince Khalid bin Musaid. Faisal bin Musaid had been living in the United States for the last few years. However, that fated day, he was able to sneak in to the king's palace, and as Shah Faisal leaned forward to kiss his half-brother, Faisal bin Musaid took a pistol out of his pocket and pulled the trigger. One bullet hit the king in the chin, while the other shot him in the ear.
Major Western powers, including Great Britain, have not recognized Bangladesh.
You see, they have their difficulties also. I don't like to blame anybody now. I hope, so far the Great Britain, France and others are concerned, they will recognize the reality.
On August 15th, 1975, some army soldiers broke into the presidential residence and assassinated Sheikh Mujibur Rahman of Bangladesh, along with his family. The coup had been plotted by the military officers and some of Mujib's colleagues in the Awami League. It was widely speculated that the assassination had been planned by the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, of the United States of America. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto played the pivotal role in this massive event. He had used his diplomatic skills to perfection in making possible this summit, which combined the leaders of the Islamic world on one platform. But things weren't meant to be rosy forever. In 1977, Bhutto's Pakistan's People Party won the general elections in a landslide. The nine-party alliance opposing him claimed that the election was rigged, and subsequent movement resulted in General Zia-ul Haq's coup on the 5th of July 1977. The Zia government then tried Bhutto for the murder of Muhammad Ali Kasuri, the former People's Party leader who had fallen out with Bhutto. The court decided the case against Bhutto and then sentenced him to death in an unprecedented 4-3 split decision. Bhutto was executed without much evidence.
The Security Council. You can take your Security Council. Here you are. I'm going.
President Anwar Sadat of Egypt was yet another Muslim leader who attended the summit and was later murdered. Yasser Arafat was poisoned to death, yet they made up a fake story of him having HIV in his blood when it was actually poison. Muammar Gaddafi was dragged through the streets. You see how they finished these prominent leaders who wanted to revive the Ummah.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك لك لبيك الله